Oh, thanks for being on here. That's too early, man. All right, here we go. No, I want to sleep at 11:30. 11:30. Woohoo! Man. All right, here we go. So this is dividing exponents part two. So the first one we're gonna do is now what we're gonna add is we're gonna add three in the morning. Oh man, we're gonna add two, a to the third, b to the second. All right, divided by three. Let's do a to the sixth, and then b. Okay. So now what's different from what we did earlier from the quiz? Now we're adding a number. Okay. Remember over here, we did the same thing. There was coefficients, right? Numbers. Now we're adding a number. So you're going to do the same thing for the variables. All right. So you're going to just break it down. All right. So while you do that, you do it along with me while I play music. Ready? Here we go. A's. Let's do the A's. Now the B's. All right. Hey, Mister. Hey, Mister. You put it right on, like on top of each other. That's fine. Or you could put it all across. It doesn't matter. Okay. So now, because it's 2/3, what I usually do is I'm just gonna go put a box right there. All right, because I want to take care of that after. All right, so let's do the variables first. So let's just start canceling them out. All right, so once you cancel them out, not cancel, giant one. Here's this one with this one, this one with this one, this one with this one. There's your A's. Now the B's, this B with this B, and then you're done. So what is left on top? What's left over that we didn't do a giant one? We didn't touch the B, right? So we're just going to put a B. Leave it right there. All right. Now, A times A on the bottom is going to be A to the third. See that? Now, let's get the fraction. Now, 2/3. Can I simplify that? Well, let's see. Can I do giant one? Let's see. 2 is only 2 times 1. And then 3, the only thing is 3 times 1, right? So then I could do the 1 again. Wait, I get the same thing. So then all you have to do is put it back where it belongs. All right? 2 over 3. 2 over 3. And there's your answer. Okay? This is your answer. That's it. All right? That's all we're doing. It's pretty easy. Okay? So we'll do some that you can't simplify, and we'll do some where you can simplify. Record that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and let's just go ahead and do the exponents. Let's write them out. X to the third, y to the fifth. All right. Here we go. Go. X to the third, y to the fifth. X, y, and then y to all right. There we go. Exponents. Exponents. All right. See what I did? All I did is I laid it out. Okay. So now what do we have? Remember, this is x to the 1. So let's go ahead and count, put a giant 1 on the x. All right. There's no more that matches with the bottom because we're done with the x's. Now let's do the y's. I got a y here, got a y there. Mister, but it's slanted. That's okay as long as you get one from the top and one from the from the bottom. All right. And that's it. So let's go ahead and do the variables, what we know, the easy stuff, right? So now what do we get? Right? What do we get? What do we get? Anybody? Giovanni, 5 a.m. Giovanni. What's left over on the x's on top? Ooh, no. X times x is x squared. X squared. Let's try the next one. What about y times y times y? Is it 3y or y to the third? There you go. Good job. Okay. So now, what's left over on the bottom? There's nothing, so I'm going to put a 1. Okay. So then here, we got 4 to the 7th. So let's bring out 4 to the 7th. 4 to the 7th, right? So then let's see if we could break it down. 4 is 2 times 2, right? That's all. And then 7 is 7 times 1. That's it. Do I have a giant 1? No. So it's going to stay the same. It's going to stay 4 to the 7. Then bring it on top, 4 over 7. Well, wait, but there's a 1. So times 1. Okay? But you don't need this right here because 7 times 1 is 7. So we'll just leave it like that. And then you're done. Okay? So you guys get that? So all we're doing is we're just breaking it down and trying to simplify the question. All right. So remember the 2 6, you got to leave it alone. So this part, we got to leave it alone till after. Let's do all the exponents that we know how to do. Here we go. A to the 6. Go. Now the bottom denominator. Go. All right. Cool. All right. So what do? We just broke it down, right? That's pretty easy. A to the 6th, B to the 2nd, C to the 3rd, A to the 2nd, blah, blah, blah. Now your giant ones. All right. So here we go with giant ones. A, A. Oh, but there's a B over here with this B with this B, and then C on top, bottom, top, bottom. Okay, so now let's do the exponents. So Ethan, A to what power on the top, on the numerator? A to what power? A to the power 4. Giovanni, it's not 4A, remember? So it's A to, because you're multiplying. A to the power 4. And then you still have this little C right here. So you're going to put a C. Leave it alone. Okay? Now, what about in the bottom? There's nothing, but let's just put a 1. Okay? However, we got to go to 2 6. Now let's work with the 2 6. Okay? The 2 6. Well, can I break it down? Now, some of you guys know how to divide, but what about those kids that don't know? Well, you use your multiplication. Okay? So 2 is 2 times 1, and 6 is 2 times 3. Right? So there's your giant 1 right here. Bam. So now I have to put 1 over 3. So I'm going to put 1 over 3. So now let's go ahead and do that. Well, I don't need a 1 because I have all this other stuff. So I'll just leave it as A to the power 4 times C. And then 3 times that other 1. All right, which is 3. And there's your answer. Bam. A to the power of 4 times C divided by 3. So that's your answer. Okay. Are we good so far? You guys understanding it a little bit better? All right, good, good. All right, cool. Thank you, Vivian. All right, here we go. So now again, it's x to the 5th, y. So I'm just going to lay it all out. All right, let's just do the other stuff. So ready? Let's see. Here we go. Uh, right, here we go. Ready? X to the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what? A to the third. 1, 2, 3. B. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Here we go. All right, so what do we do, guys? So now let's look for the giant ones, correct? Let's go ahead and look for the giant ones. Do we got giant ones? X. But mister, there's no X in the bottom. Leave it alone. What about Y? Y, there's none. Mister, there's no A on top. Mister, there's no B. So what do we do? Leave it all, what? Leave it all alone. If you can't do anything, just leave it alone. So my answer is still going to be X to the fifth, Y, don't forget the line, A to the third, B to the second, right? So remember, if there's nothing, leave it alone. Don't let it scare you. Like, what? What? Okay. But you still have to do the 10/15. You still got to do this here. Okay, so we got to bring it down. All right, 10/15. So let's go ahead and some of you guys know how to divide by 5, but what about the kids that don't know? Well, let's break it down. Your multiplication of 10. The multiplication of 10 is 5 times 2, and the multiplication of 15 is 3 times 5. Now, do you have a giant 1? Yeah, right here, the 5. So I'm left with what? I'm left with 2 over 3. Now you got to put it back in there. 2 over 3. Now don't put this 2 over 3 on top. No, 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 no. All right, what do you do? 2, 3. You got it? 2, 3. There you go. 2 over 3. Come on. 2/3. All right. Okay. You guys know that, Jam? All right. So that's basically it. All right. That's just a review.